just a case of getting it right. I mean, you can see my helicopter tape here, so I really want that sitting in the same place so I haven't got to keep moving my helicopter tape. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll cut that a bit shorter. Make sure you haven't got too much metal hanging over the end, so it'll damage the cable. Okay, I'll try that. I think we can even lose a little bit more, not much. Okay, it should be fine. I've got my bar tape on, that'll hold it in the right place. Okay. Now we need a short piece. I'm going to do the same with the cable tie trick on the back. I have already roughly put the rear pads in the right position. Okay, make sure I adjust this wound back. Need an end. In actual fact, might even rob. What have we got? Might even rob this one off as well. Is that a brake? No, that's gear. That's the rear brake. This is one I wish I was a bit more of a tidier mechanic. No, that's alright, we'll just use the one that comes with it. And that's the same again on the rear. Going to put our end in. I think there is a guide inside that little plastic fitting. It's been a while since I last took that out. So I'll set the length with just a plain cable end. Should have some in here. That one's a bit deformed. It's been nicked. Okay. So yeah, I'll put that on there. Slide it in there. Would help if I took my cable cutters with me. What have I done with them? My hair ready. Okay. Well, same again. Now on the rear, you obviously haven't got allow for steering, so you can have the cable a bit tighter. I see sometimes you see it and it's all looped up like that and just looks horrible. You can go to the other extreme, that looks horrible. So just give yourself a little bit. Too tight it just looks silly. So if you've got a nice little curve, it should be perfect. That's cut very clean, so I'm just going to tidy that up. And there we go. Right, now I'm going to leave that there because I've got to take that little fitting out. Move this down so I can get my Allen key in. Okay, yeah, I'll pop that out. See, it's got already got a guide in there, so we don't need that. I'll keep that. A bit of a clean up. Well, I sweat quite a bit, so that's going to be full of salt from my sweat. So I'm going to give it a bit of a clean up. You can see that is basically my salt, so the sweat from my salt all around there. Give that a clean it all off here, you can see. Okay, I'm going to leave that out because obviously what we've got to do now is thread the cable through the frame. So I should have somewhere a small piece of electrical wire, and then what I normally do is put a little bit of bend in there, make it into a little hook. Okay, so same again, we're going to thread this through the lever. I have to get my torch again. Really is difficult to see. There we go. And same again, we're going to put a drizzle of oil on that to start with because we want to lubricate the outer that's on the bars. So I'll push that through. It's got to the end, it's stopped. So if we take that out, okay, what the problem is the plastic is stopping it from being pushed through. So you need a little implement to open that up, like so. That should push. There we go. Now, so we need to put our end on. And this end on. And then put that into the frame. Keep feeding. And have a little drizzle more oil. Now what we don't want to do is push it too far. So with my torch, don't really want it on flash. You can see the cable's already there. I don't know if you can see that, but the cable is in the hole. So we want the cable pulled back. I'll think we can make this hook a bit tighter. What we've got to do is get just right. So you've got just the right length of cable that you can hook to here, and you can pull it back carefully and then push it out. So that's the hard bit done. And we need our fitment again. Turn that off. Right. So yeah, if we pull the lever, stop it getting scratched. Pull the cable through. Put our fitting in. I'm going to screw that up because it doesn't need to come out again. Now, pretty much every fitting I put back on my bike, I put a little bit of anti-seize compound on the threads. Saves you a lot of hassle in the long run. If it does get seized up because you haven't put any grease on, it can cause an absolute nightmare. So a little bit of grease or anti-seize compound goes a long way. Obviously it's difficult.